back to the Rapid Defense Weekly podcast. Today I would like to talk to you about a very hot subject. It's about control and restraint techniques. Now let me just explain a little bit about the whole subject, control and restraint. It's a very tricky subject. I mean, there's the law, and if you do not want to or cannot, inflict any kind of physical harm on somebody, i.e. because you're, in a professional capacity, let's say as a bouncer, as a policeman, as a prison guard, as a nurse, you're just not in the position to hit somebody. That's of course people who might want to harm you. Then on the other side, you may have situations where you have people that are confused, depending on if they're drunk, if they suffer from dementia. They might not actually know what they're doing, so again, now you wouldn't want to hurt them anyway. So you're kind of in a bit of a conundrum here as regards as where do you draw the line. Now, you can really debate this ad nauseam, but what I basically would like to kind of point out, you have to make a decision. You have to decide whose health and whose life is more valuable, more precious. Is it yourselves or is it the other person? It sounds callous, I appreciate that, but it comes down to that. Would you rather have somebody inflict damage because you're not prepared to actually inflict limited amount of damage in order to contain the situation? If you do control restraint, there's basically one point you need to remember, which is pain buys compliance. It's as simple as that. If the person has no reason to comply, he probably wouldn't. Okay, so you have to give them a reason, okay, which is pain. And of course, you keep it within the law. You try to make it or keep it reasonable, but make no mistake, you have to apply some kind of method to make the person comply, and that's either a threat or, in fact, the actual application of pain. Not so much, of bodily harm, but you can inflict pain in order to get to compliance. Basically, you have two kinds of scenarios. You have that person coming towards you and attacking you, and in which case he actually gives you something to work with. You have the person is stationary, and you do both standing still. The other one is basically when you have to come to the person, which is a lot harder if you have to contain that person. I would recommend you don't do that only by yourself. Prison guards, police officers, nurses don't do that either. They usually have a team of people that contain somebody safely, and it takes a lot of people, up to 5 people, to contain somebody who does not want to be contained. Okay, so now we're dealing basically with somebody who's actually coming towards you and presents a threat and grabs onto you. Okay, so that's here basically he puts his hands forward. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have to distract him again. Pain buys compliance. I'm going to move his face to the side, smack him in the face. Okay, then I'm going to pull his arm towards me at the same time I push this arm down, which basically results in this. I'll continue this and grab in from behind. I can let go of the arm, make sure I break the person's balance, and hold on. Here, I don't want to choke him at that stage. I just want to basically ensure I have a secure hold here, and I like to tuck my chin in, so basically when he starts punching, okay, you're not going to get smacked straight in the face. Again, this is for containment. You cannot go on like this for 20 minutes. You've got to have a plan or some kind of idea of what you're going to do with that situation. You need help. Okay, but if it's just your drunken Uncle Bob, you might just have other family members who might sort of come to your rescue. And here in that case, okay, you might have smacked him in the face, but really, not too much harm has come or befallen that, that person. Let's do this again. So he comes on. I'm going to move my hand straight from his face, turning the head, pull the upper arm, push the other one down. By that, I get this rotation, pull him into me, hold on to here, don't choke, because you might panic even more. You just want to hold on, establish your hold. Okay? Tuck the chin in so you don't get smacked by wild flails. Okay? And try to somehow calm the person down. Make sure the center of gravity is broken. That's one application in terms of restraint and control. If for instance, this goes in the other direction, grabs on again. Again, you do the same thing here, not too hard. You maybe hit on the ear again, causes this orientation. But let's say his arm is in this direction here. You can't actually pull him in because you're going to you draw him into a headbutt. You pull the elbow up, okay? And then here you take him down, and more as a takedown. Put pressure on the biceps, turn the face off, okay? And let him try to hit you. Try to hit me. He doesn't even know where you are, it's not enough range here, and you have control. You control the situation, you can increase the pain and discomfort, but at least can you see, if you try to escape, you can just lean on there, okay, with your body weight, and you will soon learn that's not a good idea. Okay, so that was just basically a glimpse, an introduction to the concept of restraint and control techniques. Now again, I would like to stress that you have to stay within the law as much as you possibly can without endangering yourself or others. Okay, but be under no illusion that that we will have to compromise if you do not want to suffer the brunt of the attack. If somebody loses their mind for some reason or has it in for you, you just might not be something personal. It's just you being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Make a decision which one you value more: the assailant's health and life or your own, and then act accordingly. Again, use caution, use proportionality, but again, pain gets you to compliance and follow through with that something. Sometimes, if you are kind to your opponent, you're just cruel to yourself. I hope that was informative, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thanks very much for watching, God bless, goodbye.